Welcome back to the channel. This is the third game in the linked campaign. You can watch the video for the first two battles on League of Augsburg TV. A quick recap. The Marquis de Rozelle beat back Charles Churchill's attempt to seize the road junction. He got his revenge by ambushing de Rozelle a few days later. Now, strong mounted forces have collided and will slug it out for possession of Der Turmhügel, a vantage point from which to observe the enemy. This is a super intense all-cavalry clash. Right, let's get to it. Turn 1. The Franco-Bavarians get 1/4 order allowance and the Alliance full order allowance. De Magnac orders Regiment Mestre Comte General forward. Its squadrons stay tight together as the brigadier has aspirations to use the all-or-nothing charge option at some point. Cassani orders forward both divisions of Regiment Cassani. The 1st and 2nd squadrons skirt the base of the Turmhügel, whilst the 3rd and 4th move towards the back slope. Only half of available orders are used and the Dragoon regiments stand in position. Turn 2. Both sides get half order allowance. Mestre Comte General advances and makes a marked wheel left to present against the divisions of Regiment Cassani below the hill. Regiments de Condé and Montmont advance in support. Cassani orders the 1st and 2nd Cuirassier squadrons forward and adjusts their facing to match the French. The 3rd and 4th squadrons are slowed as they ascend the slope but retain good order. These become visible to Dragon Languedoc holding Magnac's left wing. Turn 3. Magnac gets full allowance with Cassani receiving half. Mestre Comte General nudges forward a couple of inches to ensure any charge order does not fail to contact. De Condé and Montmont wheel to right rear of Mestre Comte to cover its flank. Wolframsdorf moves its 1st squadron forward in support of the centre, whilst the 2nd uses a form order to redress ranks towards the hill with the knowledge that enemy heavy cavalry is advancing from that direction. Cassani ensures the continuing advance of his 3rd and 4th squadrons, but progress across the Turmhügel is laborious. He uses the remaining 2 orders to push Ross's Irish Dragoons through the cornfield to its front. That regiment disappears from view for now. Turn 4. De Magnac gets 3/4 with Cassani achieving full order allowance. Mestre Comte General is given a charge order using the all-or-nothing option. Both regiments on the right nose forward to secure the flank of this charge and stop at minimum separation distance when Ross's Dragoons begin to appear out of the cornfield. Regiment Wolframsdorf's 1st squadron moves in support, whilst the 2nd advances towards the Turmhügel to counterbalance the Imperial horse on the slope. Charles Churchill Jr. is guaranteed to see some action as the 1st and 2nd squadrons of Cassani receive the order to charge. The 3rd and 4th alter direction, taking the division further up the hill and de facto securing it. Charges are first in the play sequence. Mestre Comte General is veteran elite with its brigadier attached. Its raw check score of 5 gives it an easy pass. The initial separation distance is 10 inches, meaning that the French will reach their opponents even if Cassani's charge fails. The Imperial unit is also veteran elite with an attached brigadier. It receives an additional +1 morale modifier for Charles Churchill. It also easily passes. Its charge distance is 12 inches. Both cover the minimum 3 inches forward movement to gain charge bonuses. The Imperial Brigadier has chosen bullet volley tactics during the charge. This is an option for Austrian Cuirassier. It means both front stands will discharge long arms before contact, with any casualties caused counting towards the 1st round combat result. The Imperial Horsemen will hold formation in a potential 2nd round of combat, but do not gain the higher signature die type on initial contact. The shooting causes 1 casualty to Mestre Comte General. Both bodies collide. Cassani has 4 bases, each gets 1 signature die. The unit is charging, which doubles the number of dice. Cassani is bullet horse, using the unique bullet volley tactic, so the die type is not raised from the D10 for veteran. The 8 D10 are supplemented by another die for the attached brigadier and a further die for Charles Churchill. In the 1st round of combat, Regiment Cassani throws 10 D10, needing 6+ to hit. Regiment Mestre Comte is veteran bullet horse. It has 4 stands and receives 2 D10 per stand. This is raised to D12. An additional die is added for the attached brigadier. The French regiment throws 9 D12, needing 6+ to hit. The Imperialists score 5 hits and add the shooting casualty caused pre-contact for a total of 6. Each French squadron takes 3 losses and loses a stand. The French score 8 hits, but their opponents are armoured, so half of these must be rethrown. After rethrows, the French score 7 hits and win the combat. 4 losses go to the first squadron and 3 to the second. Officer checks for attached personalities result in Captain Churchill being hit. It's a vanity flesh wound and entitles his side to 2 additional dice in the next round of combat if Kusani survive the compulsory morale check for losing the fight. Kusani, fight on! The use of bullet volley tactics means it is not disordered in the second round of combat. It has 2 remaining stands. It enters round 2 with 5 d10s hitting on 6+. Regiment Mestre Comp also has 2 stands remaining. As victor, it retains the d12s. It's now disordered, and this halves the number of dice. 2 units can potentially reinforce the combat. 1st Squadron of Regiment Wolframsdorf and 1st Squadron of Von Bulow's Dragoons. 1 reinforcing unit in a combat raises the die type of the principal unit. Kusani exchanges its d10 for d12. Mestre Comp General's dice can go no higher, so it'll rethrow any misses, although after hits are determined, the armour effect means it will then rethrow half of these hits. Kusani scores 4 hits, Mestre Comp scores 3 but has to rethrow half. The final result is a win to the Imperialists by 4-3. Officer risk checks resulted in the French brigadier receiving a mortal wound. The French regiment routs, taking Wolframsdorf with it. The routers escape. The Imperial commander decides to try and rein in the pursuit. Kusani is successful and the victorious Allied cavalry pursue for 7 inches and pull up. Turn 5. De Magnac gets full order allowance and Kusani half. Ross's dragoons charge from the cornfield to pin Regiment de Condé. Their counter-charge does not begin soon enough and they are hit at the halt. Regiment Montmar uses a form order to reposition facing towards the huge gap in the centre. The 3 victorious but depleted squadrons in the Allied centre use the rally order to fall back before reforming. Languedoc's 1st Squadron and Wolframsdorf's 2nd begin ascending the Turmhügel, whilst the Bavarian brigadier races after Wolframsdorf's routing 1st Squadron in an attempt to rally. In the combat, Rosses throw 4 d8s hitting on 6+, against the Condé with 2 d8s also hitting on 6+. The Irish score no hits and the stationary French score 1. Ross's feeble impact is redeemed by a fine morale throw and the Irishmen stay in the fight. In the second round, Ross's score 1 hit, the Condé none. The Irish take the compulsory attritional casualty. The French check morale but cannot prevent a rout. In the morale phase, Wolframsdorf cannot be saved by the brigadier carrying him along. The rump of Mestre Comp General also flees. De Magnac has lost half of his force. Turn 6. De Magnac gets quarter order allowance and Kusani half. Ross's reform within the high cornfield. The badly degraded 1st and 2nd Squadrons of Kusani consolidate into a single 5 model squadron. Turn 7. De Magnac gets full order allowance and Kusani half. The consolidated Kusani squadron is ordered to charge Montmar. De Magnac issues all units with move orders. Montmar's is cancelled by Kusani's charge. It passes the response check but cannot build enough speed to gain counter-charge bonuses. The Imperial Brigadier decides not to use the bullet volley tactic this time, so the cuirassiers throw 6 d10s hitting on 6+. Montmar has its Brigadier attached and throws 3 d8s hitting on 6+. The Austrians score 2 hits and the French match that. Montmar must rethrow half of its hits because of enemy armour. This is a miss and the cuirassiers are victorious. Captain Churchill is killed outright by a sword thrust and dies in his 2nd moment of glory. Regiment Montmar fails its morale check and routs. De Magnac's force has fallen below half strength and is compelled to take the army level morale check. And a net 3 means the Franco-Bavarians must withdraw. The Imperialists have won control of the observation point atop the Turmhügel and the battle. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, give us a like and a comment, tell your friends, subscribe and look back for some more action. See you next time.